Hello Scorpio, welcome to your mid-August reading. Thanks for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Let's take a look at your oracles here. Scorpio, firstly from the Divine Circus, you pulled the card of Out of Darkness. Now I like this card because it does speak about anything that has been troubling you. Something dark, perhaps within you or within your life, is about to transform into something else. You may not see it coming, but when the time is right, and it soon will be, out of this darkness will come this rebirth, this new life. You've already planted the seed, I feel, but that seed is ready to pop out of the surface here and start to sprout new growth. It may not be ready just yet, but I'm feeling that it's very soon. It's destined to bring new life, a fresh perspective to a stale problem, or a rebirth, a regeneration in some way. This seed will push through, rise up and reveal itself, and it's going to grow into something that will bear fruit. It's not a question of if it's going to happen, it's a question of when. It's just a matter of time. So whatever struggle or challenge that is in your heart right now, Scorpio, you're being asked to trust that it is going to work out. Not only that, but the very thing that seems to be darkest in your life, the most troublesome, is actually going to be what brings forth this beautiful gift of rejuvenation. So in a strange way, it's actually helping you. It's assisting you in being ready to receive and experience this rebirth, for something new to be born in you and in your life. It could be the realization of your own inner strength, your courage, the development of belief in yourself, confidence in trusting your own instincts, or some other gift that is yet to be understood. But here in time, you'll see that those gifts that were developed in order for you to get through this time of darkness has helped you step out of that and into a whole new life. Perhaps you'll even see this as an opportunity and even a blessing, a hidden blessing, in time. Now, the energy of the person around you, Scorpio, from the Mystic Sisters Oracle, is the card of Ceridwen, a Celtic goddess. It speaks of ingenuity and resourcefulness. So the person around you, you'll see them standing here in front of this bubbling cauldron. And what they're doing there is mixing the elements, the fire, air, water, earth together, a shape-shifting potion, if you will, blending the necessary ingredients to achieve a vision, a successful vision. So it tells me that someone around you has the resources that are needed to bring about this, to help you with this transformation in some way. Now, above you as the overall energy from the Earth Magic Oracle, we have the card of the forest, or breath. Now, if you're lucky enough to be near some wonderful natural forest, of course you can spend some time taking a breath of fresh air there, spending some time in nature. But if you're a city dweller, like a lot of us are, what it's speaking about is that you may have become accustomed to that fight or flight kind of breathing. It's an unhealthy habit that causes a shortness of breath. Now, it could be habitual, but it could also be triggered by some event or circumstance. It activates certain physiological signals that prepare your system for that fight or flight response. Another conditioned response to perceived danger is to hold your breath. It's a survival response, but it doesn't serve you to do so. So here it's about breathing, inhaling deeply, regardless of your concerns, worries, problems, then letting it go. So I feel like you're going to have there's going to be a moment here, something that is going to occur in order for you to be able to breathe more, let out that breath and say, whew, it's over, or that part of my life is over. It's something like that I'm picking up here, Scorpio. So let's see where this goes. I'm going to be using the 78 Tarot Carnival edition for your energy. I've got the King of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck, but I wanted to start here with the energy of the person that you are dealing with, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, Scorpio, their flaw, how they are seeing you, how you are seeing them. Let's take a look and see what the strength of this particular matter is, the weakness. What is the potential for a healthy relationship here, crossed by any roadblock, and the outcome? Okay, let's get started. We'll start with the energy of the person that you're dealing with. And of course, this can swap out. It can be vice versa. Or if you're not dealing with anyone, Scorpio, this could be your energy. Okay, I've got equilibrium. And this is a card that's specific to this particular deck. You'll see that the woman here is straddling this tightrope, and she's in a very precarious position. On one end, she could keep her balance and stay safe. And on the other hand, of course, there could be you wonder if any of these balloons that will pop here will upset her balance and have her fall off the edge. Excuse the plane going over. So what I'm feeling around this, Scorpio, is that something hangs in the balance. It's very precarious at the moment, and it could really go either way at the present time. Safety or danger, light or dark. The balance here needs to be either restored or maintained. What they bring to the table when it comes to you, Scorpio, we have the Three of Swords in the upright. So it tells me that there is pain associated with an ending of some kind. It may have involved three people, but it doesn't have to. I'm getting more of an essence here of this person has inflicted some damage upon your heart. May have been a love relationship, but again, it doesn't have to be. So there's elements here of heartbreak, pain associated with an ending. But of course, when we talk about a three, what I'm getting here is there's the possibility of healing. I get healing energy here. And this is what hangs in the balance here. It's the way in which an ending is handled or was handled, and whether or not there can be healing that occurs. Now the flaw is the Death card, which is your card, Scorpio. So the way that I'm feeling around this is that it speaks of transformation, of course, and this person's flaw is actually your transformation, a blockage to your transformation. There's something I feel that you are wanting from this person in order to go through this momentous change in your life. You're in the middle of this transition here, Scorpio, going from the darker energy, that more dark night of the soul, doing the difficult shadow work, going through difficult times in your life, painful endings, learning some harsh lessons, and you want to come out the other side. You're not quite there yet. There's still something you need in order to completely end this situation and move on from it so that you can start your new life here. I get rebirth. Let's see how they are viewing you here, Scorpio. The Justice card. So yes, there is an element here of you wanting them to put something right. You feel that there has been an imbalance. You may have felt that there was unfair treatment in the past, that this person didn't treat you well. They may have caused some kind of effect here that has made you feel like your needs weren't being taken into account. I also get the essence that you're the one here that has to make a difficult decision. And because it's major arcana, I feel that it's a decision that has some lasting consequences. So this person knows that you are on the verge, teeter-tottering here, and that there's something that remains in the balance, a precarious balance here. And it has to do with you making a decision, how you're going to handle something, how you're going to go forward with wanting this justice, with wanting something to be put right from the past. Of course, when we think about the Justice card as a decision making, it is about cause and effect, and knowing that the decision you make is going to perhaps dictate the course of your life for perhaps some time. So it's a major choice here. Now, how you are viewing them, we've got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I'm getting that they perhaps they've been on maybe balancing you with someone else. There's been a decision that they've made also. A choice between two people or two options, two ways of life, and they have made that choice. I feel like they were finding it difficult to keep up the charade here, or keeping two things going at once, or keeping too many options open was too much. They found it difficult. So they've had to narrow this down. They've had to really go within here and think about a choice that they've made. And I feel that they've made it. The choice that they've made has been more for practical reasons. I feel that. But this choice has left you feeling hurt, left out in some way. And you are feeling that this isn't right, Scorpio. Now, the strengths between you is the Ten of Swords. So it tells me that, yes, there is an ending here. Goes from the 3 to the 10. Now, you're hoping, I feel still, to have justice on your side. You feel that you're in the right here, and that you would like, I get some recompense or an apology, perhaps more than an apology. Excuse the playing there. And what I'm getting is that this should be over. It needs to be over. There's really no reason for this to continue, is what I'm getting from Spirit. I'm picking up a sign here of completion, completing out the cycle. It needs to end for many reasons, but I feel that it's blocking your transformation here, Scorpio. So there really needs to be closure put on this so that you can both move on. And I feel that this is something that will not be repeated. There'll be no going back to this relationship. Now, the weakness is the High Priestess in reverse. So I'm getting a distracting energy around you at the moment, Scorpio. I feel that you're being distracted from your path or diverted from your path by this current situation and the quest for justice about an ending. And I'm feeling that the distraction here is actually either intentionally or unintentionally blocking you from doing some inner work. I get that right now it would be beneficial for you, Scorpio, to spend some time away from distractions like this in order to really think about how you got here, how the pathway has been diverted, how you've been taken off your path here with this current situation. I feel that for you it may be distracting you from doing the necessary difficult work to get you out of this dark period. It can be traumatic, doing this shadow work, doing this work on ourselves, because when we confront things that we don't like about ourselves, perhaps something that led you into this situation here, Scorpio, it can be quite confronting. And for you, there may be some fear associated with confronting those parts of yourself that you don't really like, or that you feel are less than in some way. So I'm getting the energy here for you that there needs to be some time spent away from distracting energies, from the day-to-day kind of activities of life here, in order for you to do that really genuine self-inventory, where you do the hard work and find out what it is that's led you into this situation, how you got into this darker energy here, Scorpio. But I'm getting blocks. This is blocking your transformation. It's blocking your metamorphosis. So that's why there needs to be... I feel like Spirit is wanting to reveal something to you, something that has previously been kept hidden from you, but I get a denial. You may be denying doing the hard work here in order to hear what Spirit is trying to tell you. Because if we distract ourselves with day-to-day life, with children, with work, all of that, we can say to ourselves, well, I'm too busy to do this. I'm too busy to look at what is causing this problem in my life. But for you, it's important to go through this time, even if it's just a half hour a day or something, where you really start to recognize what needs to change in your life, or what you don't like about your current situation. Something that needs to end. It needs to end. This cycle of darkness here needs to end, so that you can enter this more lighter spirit. But right now it's just teetering on the edge here, Scorpio. Made worse, I feel, by a situation where someone has recently ended it with you. Now the potential here, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. So again, I feel like Spirit is saying the time is now. You are supposed to be going through this transformative period. You can't stay in this darkness forever, nor would you want to. So the time is now to come out of this. It's time to go through that change in your life here, Scorpio. But nevertheless, I get that there is a blockage to this. This is destined for you at this particular time to go through this. But it all hinges on how you are, what you choose to do here, how you choose to handle this ending, and how you need to look at your part in this situation, how you got into this particular relationship, your part in your own transformation. I'm getting a feeling here, and let's see. Yep, Queen of Swords as the roadblock. I'm getting a feeling here that this quest for justice is the very thing that is actually preventing you from seeing how this is actually helping you grow, helping you move forward. When I was speaking about the oracle of out of darkness here, it was the very thing that you thought was painful, bad, the most troublesome in your life, the darkest in your life, is the very thing that's going to bring forth a beautiful gift of new life. So it's happening for a reason, Scorpio, this whole thing. It's actually trying to help you in a very strange way, assisting you in being ready to experience this new life, for something new to be born in you. And it may just be a recognition of that you have the strength, the courage, the confidence to get through this in the right way. And in time, I feel you'll recognize that these gifts that were developed during this dark time is helping you achieve greater things in your life. Now, of course, that will come in time. It doesn't come immediately. But what needs to end here is a pattern of behavior, perhaps a cycle that repeats, one in which leads to pain. And how the recognition of how you have engaged in this kind of thing and how it hasn't served you. Now, the outcome is the Seven of Swords. Okay. So, Scorpio, I really do not like this card, because you'll see that there's this circus elephant here, and he's looking very forlorn. There's even a little girl here holding a teddy bear, and she's looking sad as well. This mean man here has kind of absconded, done something nasty to the elephant there, and walks away rather smugly. So there's a feeling here, Scorpio, it could be you, it could be the other way around, of feeling like you need to defeat or be vengeful, running away with something, getting away with something. It may be that you feel the other person has gotten away with something, and that's you there, Scorpio, as the elephant, feeling defeated. It may be that way as well, because there's this essence of you wanting to, being disappointed in the outcome. I get some sadness and bitterness around this, how you're feeling about this person and the ending associated with it, and you wanting to perhaps get your own back, or make them feel like you feel, because you felt defeated by this. But again, from this darker energy, there will be an upside. So you're being asked to trust, believe in that Spirit has a reason for you going through this. It's so you can end a cycle and move on to something better. Okay, so let's have a look at the extended here. We'll pull out some cards and see what we will be talking about in the extended version. I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite deck for your energy, Scorpio. At the bottom of the deck we have the Six of Cups. And for the other person, I'll be using the Hanson Roberts deck, and they have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of their deck. So let's take a look and see what we will be talking about in the extended version. So if this is resonating, I do hope that you'll join me there. It'll be about another 30 to 40 minute reading, but before we get there, let's take a look at the cards. We'll see what you have brought to this in the past. The Fool in reverse, okay? Where you currently stand with this, Scorpio. The Ace of Swords. Where you hope to stand with this in the future, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. How you are viewing this person, the Page of Swords. Doubts and fears, Knight of Cups in reverse. What is your challenge in this situation? Justice again. And one card for the outcome, the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, let's see what the other person, their energy. We'll take a look at what they've brought to this in the past. The Ten of Swords in reverse. How they currently stand with this is the Tower in reverse. Where they hope to stand with this in the future, the Seven of Cups in reverse. How they are viewing you, Scorpio, the Seven of Swords. Their doubts and fears in this situation is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Their challenge here is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And one card for the outcome for them is the Page of Wands. Okay, so we'll see where this goes in part 2. Scorpio, I do hope that you join me there. Again, it'll be about another 30 to 40 minute reading. And the link for that is below in the descriptions box. I'll be pulling out a lot more cards. We'll be clarifying everything on the table. And also doing some oracles and some Lenormand cards as well to see where this goes in the future. So if you are interested, please join me in the extended. If I don't see you there, then if you would like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, or else I will see you soon. Bye for now, Scorpio, and I wish you the best with this. Take care.